And they have been utterly dominant in the postseason. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Dragic kicks to Winslow. Wade against Batum. Winslow setting the pick for Wade. Off the screen, and that one goes long.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Here's the pass to Dent. Outside Dragic. Winslow, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Charlotte. And Miami also making a switch. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
The Hornets have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. Kicks to Kid Gilchrist, stolen by Wade. And stolen by Freak. Oh, and here comes Williams all alone. And he gets it to go. Williams has got his first 2 points.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Lin dishes to Freak. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. Freak's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
He told me they can't dwell on the first 2 games. However, even though the series may have a long way to go, he did use the term, quote, must win when describing this game. With no room for error, he's probably right. This series is over if they don't win it tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Charlotte?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Stoudemire, the pass to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Winslow, and that's an air ball. Not even close.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
The Heat trail by 9. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Here we go, all alone for the finish. The coast-to-coast dunk.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Here's Dragic. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. Domination in the first.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets fans team.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Deciding to change it up. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Kid Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Freak is out there with Batum. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job. Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. For Charlotte, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. That one is off. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Charlotte. And he sinks the second. The Heat trail by 19. Dragic kicks to Stoudemire.
2 minutes remaining.
Johnson outside. Pass to Winslow. High post, Stoudemire. Puts it up from 17. And again, Goran Dragic. Dragic has got 6 here in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Freak kicks to Williams. Here's Marjanovic. There's the bucket. Good.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Here's Johnson. Rebound by Williams.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Dragic. D right on him. The Heat need to get a shot off. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Heat have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul. At the line.
And the first one drops. And Miami making a change here. Wade's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Hornets leading by 20. Here's Lynn. Finished off the break. Lynn's got his first basket of the night.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Johnson kicks to Winslow. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Winslow's got 5.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And that one's good. Free.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Wade for 3. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's Charlotte running away with it. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Chris...
Thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis.
Really an extraordinary game for Lee. He's got 11 points, and with 7 points coming from the free throw line, that's some good work.
It really is. He's going to have some bumps and bruises tomorrow, no doubt about it. But, you know, I got to...
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat was simply terrific. He had 21 points, and he was able to dish out a few helpers to teammates as well. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first.
No win. No win.
And he makes both free throws. The Heat trail by 18. Johnson dishes to Stoudemire. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Heat ball.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the third. Here's Johnson, down to 5 on the shot clock. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Well, you've got to like the focus that they're showing here in the second half. I see a lot more effort as well. I mean, it's amazing when you lock in mentally and bring some energy and intensity, things can pick up in a positive way for you.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
1:21 left in the third. To the wing on the left. High, arcing shot. Winslow wide open. He fires. Williams with the block. And they'll keep possession. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Kid Gilchrist. 16 points for Freak. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hornets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Dragic with it. He's got 10. Winslow kicks to Stoudemire. That one goes. Count it.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
And it's Freak missing. The dish to Winslow. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And the Hornets making a change here. Both free throws good from Wade. Freak. Shot is no good.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets Days team.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this game 3. The Heat trail by 17. Freak in at point guard. Batum is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Lee in at the 2. And the shot is good. Tang's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Heat.
Right there, we saw Bosch opened up space for the shooter. Well done.
And that one's good. Freak.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Tang can't get it to go.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Wade against Lee. Wade outside. Four on the clock. Bosch, a screen on Jefferson. And the basket by Wade.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Leonard sets a screen for Batum.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Going to the line.
And no good on the technical, so unable to put that one up. Freaks checked in for Kemba Walker. The Heat also changing it up. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Dan. Winslow comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Bosch passes to Whiteside. Goes up on the high post. And again, it's the Heat missing.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And the Hornets miss again. The Heat trail by 19. Johnson goes in. And Bosch now top of the key. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack. And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face. And we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category. Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Jefferson dishes to Freak. Courtney Lee is on the wing. They set the pick. Charlotte moving the ball around. And it's Freak missing. The Heat trail by 17.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for the Hornets.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
Yeah, I thought the subs came in and did an outstanding job, Kevin. Those points off the bench were huge.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Stolen by Bosch. Oh, and here comes Bosch all alone. And he gets it to go.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Freak with it. Johnson's there. And it's Freak missing. Here's Miami now. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Jefferson against Johnson. Here's Bosch. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Here's Freak. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Here is McRoberts. From deep. No good. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. You have to think at this point.